Hey guys, welcome back. It's Tech Live on Monday nights. I'm your host, Eric. Glad to see you guys tonight. Hope you're all having a fantastic beginning of your holiday week. Happy holidays, everyone. It's going to be a busy week, I'm sure, for just about everyone. Hopefully, you have a great holiday season. I'm just going to check in on the chat here. We'll get things going. Whoa, we've got a bunch of people with us. Cheers, guys. We've got Scotty here, Jim is here, Nick is here, Glitch is here, Ken is here, Nick is here, Hamrad88, Tom is here. Hey, guys, good to see you. Sorry if I missed anyone. Dirk, thanks, Glitch. Talking good. We've got audio, we've got chat. Let's see if I can fix the chat window here. We'll get that up for future viewers with any luck. It's always handy to be able to see the chat afterwards on the live, on the replay. Awesome, guys. Got a bunch of stuff for you tonight. Lots of interesting tech news. A crazy busy week in the tech world. Lots of cool stuff going on. Make sure we've got moderators. Glitch, you're with us. Be ruthless, mods. If anyone comes in and causes any trouble, just go ahead and kick them. Don't feel bad about it. It's last week we had a couple, so it's bound to happen. It's it's one of these things. All right, let's go ahead and get things started. If I can get the technology to work, boom. Viewer comments throughout, as usual, guys. Just throw them in the chat and hit me up. If I can't answer, one of the other guys will. We'll do some tech news. We'll do the viewer challenge this week. Some stuff on 3D printing. Some stuff from the community, hackers, makers, inventors, you name it, everything goes. Some stuff from the shop. Some upcoming sneak peeks. Tech tip of the week. Thanks to Glitch. A little foreshadowing there. That one's where that came from. Yes, I did, David. I had my ears lowered. Finally, I got rid of that mop on my head. The electronics show is here. Hey, Kyoor22, hey from New Zealand. Cheers. We don't have too many people from New Zealand join very often. Where's Paul BMS Web at? Is he in New Zealand or is he Aussie? I can't remember. I always forget these things. All right, guys, what else we got? Let's start right into the tech news. This was already a topic in the chat. I figured it would be. This is a video from Dennis Baldwin. There's tons of others. There's tons of info on the web. Excuse me one second. That's home. Sorry, I was waiting for the sneeze. I think it's still in there. AMA suggests temporarily holding off the FAA registration. So I kind of figured this was going to happen. The Academy of Model Aeronautics in the United States, thankfully, is speaking up and advising people hold off on registering your drones. This is a good thing. No question in my mind. Good job, AMA. A little late, a little slow on the draw, but hey, this is the official message for people to not register. It's a pretty bold stance, so they must have something pretty good in their back pocket, and I wish them the best with it. And if you didn't just believe it from all the sources you've seen, well, here's one of the most reputable that I can possibly imagine. Flight Test shared it around. Flight Test is very careful about what they share and the message they put out. And they are also condoning this as well, backing up the AMA, of course. Makes sense. And advising people to hold off with good reason. There's so much. Guys, you know my opinion on this whole registry fiasco. The registry is just a joke. Registries always are. Always. Not sometimes. Always. And Newsy Tech reported the drone registry will make your address public. Well, yep, it will be a public registry. It will be easily searchable. And as Glitch pointed out in the chat earlier, there's already been some abuse of their online system, which no doubt will continue. I don't think they were ever prepared for this. So good luck, FAA. I'm glad I'm not in the United States. I fall under the Model Aeronautics Association here in Canada, and hopefully they do the right thing and stand up. We'll see how it goes. But yeah. Perfect. We've got lots of chat going on. Glitch can fill people in because he's well knowledgeable in this area too. Oh yeah, this is just a funny one I had to include, guys. From Eli on Twitter, everything you need to know about aircraft colliding with drones in one chart. This is the drone strikes, actual strikes. This is turtle strikes, 200 of them. Interesting. I thought that was very suiting to share. Big Pharma this week. If you're not familiar with this, guys, the CEO, Martin Shkreli, blah, blah, blah. I can't pronounce this guy's name. He's a goon. He was the one kind of responsible for hiking the price of a bunch of meds. Well, it turned out he is now arrested, he stepped down as CEO, and pretty crazy tech news. A lot of conversation went on in mainstream media about this guy. He is a bit of a goon. He is a goon, and it's funny how karma has a way of coming around. And today's transparent industry nowadays, there's no hiding. You behave badly on social media or in your practices, you're going to get caught. And well, hey, case in point. This is what happens. That slide wasn't even supposed to be in there. We'll get rid of that one. NASA crew launches to the space station last week. Very, very cool. Another fresh crew headed up and docked successfully with the ISS. Totally neat. Love these videos from NASA. You can see them on the NASA channel. Really cool coverage. I love that heads-up display. Russian cargo ship blasted off last night or early this morning, and will rendezvous as well. They're going to need a revolving door on the ISS soon because there is yet another launch tonight, and I don't think I have any coverage of it. Oh, I do too. Look at this. From Mr. Hadfield on Twitter. You can go to spacex.com/webcast to check out the live broadcast of the launch. And throw it in the chat. Let me know. Is everything still a go? Because I think it's in about an hour and 20 minutes for the launch. But the totally cool thing, I hope this goes off tonight. I can't wait to see it, because SpaceX is going to try and land this rocket vertically on land. They've aborted using the floating C platform, and they're shooting to land this booster stage vertically on land in Florida. Totally cool. It kind of sucks that it's going to be at night, though. I wonder how their camera footage of that's going to be. Maybe it'll be really good because it is dark. I don't know. Really exciting. I think that's in an hour and 20 minutes. Scott says it's still on tonight for 8:33. Thank you, Scott. Excellent. Really cool. This is just the pinnacle of crazy tech going on, landing rockets vertically. It already was done 2 weeks ago. SpaceX is playing catch up now, which is kind of neat. It's the big commercial players are really pushing hard to outwit each other and out-tech each other. If you're not subscribed to NASA JPL, NASA Jet Propulsion Laboratory, you probably should be. The Curiosity rover report, I love these videos. They do an amazing job. And it turns out Curiosity is now headed towards some sand dunes. Is on top of them now to do some investigation on Mars and the sand dunes. And guys, I just have to take a step back once in a while and think about this. We see these videos come out constant, multiple per week, amazing coverage, super HD video and images coming down, amazing stuff. This is a tiny rover on another planet. It's good to take a step back once in a while and think about this, that this has become the norm, that we've got a rover up there sending down cool new info every day. And we can watch it anytime we want on YouTube or many other platforms. Totally, it blows my mind sometimes when I step back and think about it. Totally neat. We'll see what happens here. So, lots of chat. Awesome. Thank you, guys. Let's go. Newsy Tech, another channel I subscribe to. Sorry, I just saw the chat. It's a freaking rover on Mars. Yeah, glitch. It's crazy. Newsy Tech, awesome channel. Love this channel. Did some really cool coverage in this video, really short video, on some changes going on in Google. So the Google robots, some of the DARPA stuff and their high-flying solar drones are now moving under the wing of Google X, which is kind of neat. Like keeping tabs, Google obviously is the big player, and it's neat to see what they're doing and how they're formatting their business. And a lot of marketing goes into this, so totally cool stuff. Really, really neat to see. Here's one. Here's a little rant, guys. This Week in Tech, Twit, a channel I subscribe to on YouTube. I'll be honest, I don't go out of my way to watch their videos anymore, and this is a prime example why. This was released today. Most popular apps of 2015, Tech News Today, number 1412. Take a look on the screen here, and you'll see these are the top apps of 2015. Well, no bloody kidding. These are absolute standard services, utilities, standby, we've all become almost completely dependent on. Facebook, the Google services, Google Maps, Google Play, of course. Well, this video, the editor-in-chief of CNET goes on quite some time talking about how these apps a few years ago would have been something else, and what does this mean? Well, it means these are the standard for today. Go down in the list a little bit and show us some apps that we don't just by nature always have. I wanted to include this because this is my rant. This is what happens when you get focused on schedule and not content. And these very, very almost mainstream networks, actually Twit is a mainstream network in a way, when you start having such a schedule and pushing out content, it might not be the best. I wouldn't go out of my way to watch this video, guys. You can see in the corner 14 views and thumbs down right away. Well, with good reason. It was useless junk content. But yeah, we'll see. Planetary Society put out a Twitter message, winter solstice. Hey, it is the 21st of December right now. Totally awesome, because for us in the northern hemisphere, sorry to all the southern viewers, for us, it's going to start, the days are getting longer now, and we're on the downward or upward swing. Winter, dark, dreary, no daylight for us, cold weather. Yep, we're turning the corner. So happy solstice to everyone. Pretty cool. I'm happy about it. I can't wait for the days to get a little longer. I'm just gonna catch up on the chat real quick. Yeah, I tagged. Wow, I've never heard of such apps before. Yeah, totally quality content. All right. This I only included, we've covered the Raspberry Pi enough lately, tons and tons and tons of content on the Pi. But this is CBC News, so for my fellow Canucks, CBC is the mainstream news provider of Canada. It's the big one. And this is not the first time in the last 3 weeks that I have seen the Pi make mainstream news, and they had video coverage and played it on the mainstream media. I think that's totally awesome. They're getting the word out. People are starting to understand that there's a force to be reckoned with out there with the open source tech movement, and these things should be shared, and a lot of people can benefit from this hardware and sharing knowledge. I get excited. I love seeing this in mainstream media. Kudos to CBC and all the other networks that have picked this up, even if they're doing it just as more or less a filler piece or whatever. It's good to have it get out there because a lot of people could benefit from them, as I think the audience here would agree. So really, really cool. Thought that was neat. All right. Dirk said, Eric, 22nd here, going up again. Yeah, that's the one thing I should have mentioned, guys. I got nothing to complain about here in Southwest Ontario. It's been well above freezing all winter. The last snow we had was in October. So it's but it makes for long days. It's only daylight, not that many hours out of the day. It's a pretty darn short day, dreary and rainy, but the days are getting longer now. Pretty awesome. All right, let's go. Community support time, guys. Remember, click that thumbs up if you like these videos. Remember to subscribe if you're not a subscriber, and take 2 seconds, share this live show out. Just share the link out. It really helps get some fresh faces in here. Not that we need them, but it helps support the channel a lot, guys. It really helps with search rankings too. So thanks, guys. Appreciate it. If you want to be a Patreon supporter, click the link down below in the description. You can support me directly on Patreon. Really appreciate those that are supporting it. It really helps. It's what brings this broadcast to you. Some announcements, web stuff. We covered some of this. Actually, we didn't cover this one at all. Instructables contacted me, and I now have a pro membership to Instructables, but I wanted to get your opinion on this, guys. I don't use Instructables. I've used the Hackaday site to host my content, as well as GitHub and my own website. I have often found Instructables to be very noisy, and the content doesn't seem to be moderated in any way. I've more often found garbage than good projects. I wanted to know what you guys think. I haven't posted anything there. I haven't used the membership yet, but I suppose I could. Let me know what you guys think of Instructables. There's a lot of stuff there, but it seems to be hard for me personally. I wade through the junk. Half the projects I link to are just, oh yeah, here's how you do it, and it just dead ends without actual code or content. Maybe it's just me. I'd love to know. And small technical glitch. Got it. On the website, this is makeme.org. We do have a store at store.makeme.org. Check it out, guys, if you're interested. You can help out by purchasing. This is just Amazon affiliate products, but embedded right on the site and controlled by me, handpicked. Hopefully you like them. I mentioned last week, this thing is still for sale. This DragonPad TFT LCD. This is the one I have for my FPV base station. It's the best price I've ever seen at $24. Unbelievable. A little bit more for me in Canadian dollars, but also these are just the featured products. Check them out if you're interested, guys. Podcasts. I mentioned it last week on the blog.makeme.org site, all linked from the main site. You can see the podcasts, but now it went official. We are in iTunes, and it was last Tuesday, right after it was a few hours after the broadcast. I checked, and sure enough, listed on iTunes. Totally neat. A little bit of a surprise. So, gonna have to get to work making some content, more podcasts, and I just post good Instructables. The team will notice and look to you for recommendations. Yeah, Glitch, they hit me up via email. They actually pursued me via email, so it must have been due to my Hackaday projects and stuff. So Scotty finds it okay. Scott says he likes using it. David got a 3-month pro membership. I put something up, but it swallowed up a lot of my time. The noise to get through. Yeah, for sure, David. There, let's see if I can get the chat there. And it takes good people to make a good community. Nick said they have some good and the bad projects. You just gotta look. So that seems reasonable. I appreciate the feedback, guys. Some of the stuff that ranked well on Google, because Google seems to know such things, some of those projects were quite good. But it was often when I was searching for something more obscure that I found just a lot of junk and noise on there. So, hey, that's the moral of the story, is you guys are saying just stick with it and keep searching through it and sift through, because the content is there. So I value your opinion, guys. If you say it's there, I believe it. And I'll check it out. And the electronics show is out of here. Cool. Cheers. Have a good night, sir. Not that button. That button. Let's go. Viewer challenge this week, guys. I always want to see what you're making. Hit me up on any of the socials. You can find it on the About page on any of the makeme.org websites. David shared with us his postbag 03. Got some cool stuff. Thank you, David, for sharing that video. Really enjoyed it. Educates.tv shared with us the 3.2 inch color TFT display from Banggood. I love these little displays, and I've got to play around with them some more. It looks like this one is set up to work mainly with the Arduino Mega. Pretty cool little displays. I had no end of trouble with them until guys in the Make Me community helped me with the two that I have, and it was just easy library mods. And I think this one's using, is it the glib? I forget. You can check out the post down below. You can find the G+ community. Harry shared with us his Pong with LEDs. Cheers, Harry. I want to comment on this video. Harry did this as like a stop motion video, and it never ceases to amaze me how creative people get with making their YouTube videos. This is why I love YouTube so much. This is not just a strictly bang some LEDs into a breadboard. He actually took the time to do a complete stop motion, and it was really entertaining. I loved it. Really neat little project. Good job, Harry. Thanks for sharing that. Marco Arduino channel shared with us making the Arduino radio from the RDA module. It's an I2C module. Really neat. This is taking things one step further and using these standalone chip solution units that you can buy so cheap that they probably are just going to rot on the shelves if it wasn't for makers purchasing them. Well, maybe commercial units would use them too, but really neat to see these things put together and put to use. Love these style of videos. David shared with us also Raspberry Pi photo update of the Raspberry Pi family, and I really appreciated this because I have a very hard time keeping track of the Raspberry Pi naming convention now. I'll be honest, I'm totally lost. I know which ones I have, the newest ones, and I know I have I think it's the A+. I think it's this one, but it might have actually been an A. I can't remember anymore. It's so confusing with these models. I wish we could just have a very, very linear naming convention. I guess Raspberry Pi is better than some, but thanks, David, for sharing that. Oh, as well, David shared with us, he actually gave me his video to publish on the Make Me Media channel on his new lighting he got for his videos. It was a cheap light setup from eBay, really nice fluorescent lights. I posted the link right in the description to the Make Me Media channel. That's a sister channel to this one that I've always intended on building a little further, and I haven't been doing a good job on it lately, but thank you, David. It's posted there. Guys, check it out. It's an awesome video. David, you did a heck of a job. Really appreciate it. And to anyone else, if you have content that you want to have shared out and you don't have a YouTube channel or whatever, you can just let me know. Hit me up. There's a whole bunch of info on the About page on the website where you can contact me, and I'll try and make sure that I incorporate either your content right into one of my videos or a standalone video on either this channel or the Make Me Media channel. Really appreciate it. And Glitch says he's going to have something for the challenge next week. Several projects. Awesome. And David said he doesn't like those displays. Take up the whole of the dev board, leaves no room to break out anything. That was my first thought, and I was gonna point that out in the video, or when I was talking about it. I just totally missed on that. It does take up the entire. There's no through pins. There's no headers on the top, so you have a display and nothing else. So you definitely break it out on a separate circuit board, I guess. But yeah. And Ken said Make has a PDF family tree. That might be handy for me. I might need that someday. And Glitch was surprised to see that video. Awesome content. Yeah, thank you to David for that. Like I mentioned, I'll gladly post people's content on the channel or incorporate it into my own to get some. It's awesome to work together as a community. Really love it. All right, guys, let's go. What else we got from the community this week? This is one. Where was I on that? I'm pretty sure some people here will know what this is, but I sure didn't. This is a TV series on, is it the USA Network? It's a TV series called Mr. Robot. One of the stars is Christian Slater. I can't believe I missed this. It's basically a, I don't know, what would you call it? A crime drama or a thriller drama, heavily rooted in hackers, and one hell of a good job on this show. I when I was a little under the weather last week, I managed to catch all the first season online. It is incredible. I have to say, 2 thumbs up. Really cool. If you're into hacking, making, you should really check out Mr. Robot. You'll like it, guys. If you want to know a bit more about it, you can go to the South by Southwest YouTube channel, and there's a video of the entire cast being interviewed. A lot of interesting stuff on the basics on the real world stuff and how they were being advised on set. Like, there is a Raspberry Pi used in the show, it's a lot of real stuff. I'm surprised at the accuracy. I'd say an order of magnitude better than Hacker's movie ever was. So they're totally cool. And button problems again. Yeah, check out the show, guys. Roswell Flight Test Crew, another channel I subscribe to on YouTube. Make anything FPV with this absurdly small camera. This thing is tiny with a 5.8 gigahertz transmitter on board. So quite literally, you can FPV anything now. This right down to nanocopters. Pretty neat. I've never played with one personally, and it looks like it maybe has some signal issues, but they do go through a complete test. Roswell Flight Test Crew does a good job on their channel. Really like it. And just gonna catch up on the chat real quick. I figured you guys all knew about that show. I didn't. I totally missed that one. All right, let's go. Should I even try and pronounce this? Quaternium Technologies, a YouTube channel I just stumbled across because I saw their video posted on social media. A hybrid drone, 3-hour, 10-minute UAV flight time on this thing. So it is a quadcopter, and it sounds like it had a two-stroke motor on board. I'm guessing they're using the two-stroke as an APU, not directly for power, because it did have outrunner motors visible. Anyway, they got 3 hours and 10 minutes of flight time out of this thing. Unbelievable. It is a big unit, but the fuel tank didn't look that big on it. Totally neat. Check out their video. You can find it on their channel there, and you might find it of interest. Another channel I don't think I've shared before, Dejin, and it's all about the names I can't pronounce tonight. There's the name of the channel anyway. Arduino Game Project, another Flappy Bird demo with a TFT screen. Just kind of neat to see how people are doing these graphics programming, because you can learn a lot by taking a quick look through someone's code, and in the case of these videos, they're walking you through it step by step, which is pretty cool, pretty handy stuff. Yeah, glitches. Yeah, it is 3-hour flight on a quad. It is nuts. Witchcraft, David said. Here's a channel I know I've never shared before. I'm pretty sure I've never shared before because it doesn't fall into the tech realm too much. Jared Poland from FroKnowsPhoto.com. One of my favorite YouTube channels has been for years because I've learned so much about my DSLR photography from him. He's amazing content. Well, he did a cool little rant on the GoPros, on the newest GoPro as well as the previous. And if you're in the market this holiday season looking at GoPros, as so many people are, check out his video. He's got some cool things to say. He's very knowledgeable on the topic. In videography, in photography, definitely right at the top of the game. Videography, definitely want to listen to what he has to say because he's got some good input. Newsy Tech shared a video on escaping reality with virtual reality. This is not a unique video. There is tons of them, but I wanted to share how common it is that we see more and more and more of these virtual reality headsets using smartphones. As well as you've got the Oculus and stuff that isn't smartphone based, but more and more and more there game support and application support for them, and I really think this is going to be a force to be reckoned with in the next couple of years. There's going to be a lot more augmented reality and virtual reality, and I love seeing these videos and the coverage of it because there's going to be a big fight to see who does it best. It's going to be fun. It's going to make the tech really cool. Hack 5 put out the Wi-Fi Pineapple Nano, a new improvement on the Wi-Fi Pineapple. This is mainly for pen testers, penetration testers, but if you're interested in Wi-Fi at all, I think Glitch might have one of the previous gen. If you're interested in Wi-Fi or just learning more about Wi-Fi signals and how networks work, it's a great tool, really cool. So it's neat to see Hack 5 putting out another product. I thought they did a great job on their product video. Tech Thing, a sister channel or related, however you want to say it. As usual, the Tech Thing videos are quite long, but 40 minutes, awesome shows. This one I wanted to share because the Raspberry Pi hole make ads disappear. So you set this really neat concept, and I want to look into this and maybe set one up and do a video. Setting up the Raspberry Pi, and if I remember right, you're setting it up as the DNS server for your home network, which basically it'll blacklist any of the ad serving sites and not allow them to serve ads. So it works like ad block, except for every PC on the network, which is totally neat. What a great use for a $30 computer, or maybe it'll work on the Pi Zero and you can do it for $5. Wouldn't that be nuts? Totally cool. Well, you do have to be a little bit more because you're gonna have to have adapters. So anyway, $30 for sure. Pretty cool. I'm just gonna catch up on the chat real quick. Ouch. And Glitch likes the Nano. Awesome. Glitch's got 4 Pineapple Mark 5s. Wow, that's crazy. Serious Wi-Fi stuff. All right, let's go. Survival Technord, a channel I've shared here before. Awesome channel if you're into amateur radio or radio of any form. I did more on his EDC power module. Awesome video. Cheers, Julian. Thank you for sharing. I always love the videos. D. Parson. I think this channel's been renamed, but you can find it under D. Parson right now. Mom's Timer 10, hot air reflow soldering. Guys, you gotta check this out. It's a basic timer build, but he did an amazing job on it with an OSH Park board, multiple of them, and tiny SMD components. Well thought out, crazy code, and at the end of the day, I think it's a kitchen timer. So huge amount of work. I love seeing the attention to detail. It did an awesome job. The videos are really good too. So check it out if you're interested in DIY techie type projects. Tested, another channel I really love. Adam Savage learns from STEAM educators. I wanted to throw this out there if anyone else is as confused as I was, because I thought this was about, I couldn't make heads or tails of why Tested was looking into video game stuff. Like when I see STEAM, that's what I think. Well, it turns out they've taken STEM and added A for art to the acronym. And now I don't know how many people know what this means, but I'm tired of more acronyms, and totally confusing, and it seems like they're trying to make it a little bit of a mission. I love the concept, but another acronym? Really? My thoughts on it. Interesting channel here. I think I shared last year about this time. Moo Spiker. Small channel, but if you might remember seeing his 3D printed snowblower hooked to a crawler, like a groomer style tracked vehicle. Well, he makes these kits fully available now. This is a fully functional little snowblower. Overall size, I think is yeah, around there. Medium sized little thing, and it really works. Totally neat. Check it out. Check out the video of it. The attention to detail is incredible. It's really neat to see what people are making, and he's also producing them to sell, so pretty cool stuff. Great Scott channel, another channel I really enjoy on YouTube. If you're into 7-segment LCD displays, well, this one, these are huge. These are monsters, and a huge amount of time wiring them all up. I'm not sure what they're gonna do with them exactly, but it'd be pretty neat to have that on the back wall with like a, I don't know, YouTube stats or website stats or something. But anyway, really cool project. Really neat to see. And channel I don't think I've shared before. Not strictly tech. DSLR guide. A lot of people here are into photography or video making, fellow content creators. This is one of my favorite, fast becoming right at the top 10 of the YouTube channels I truly enjoy. Amazing content. If you're into filmmaking or working with cameras or making YouTube videos or making content or understanding the concepts that go into it, amazing channel. The content he's putting out is truly incredible, and it shows. Actually, it's funny, I was looking through his videos the other day. He's at 117,000 subscribers, but if you look at 1 year ago, he was having a 5,000 subscriber contest, and he has well and truly earned all of this attention because the content is truly amazing. If you're into photography or video making, you've got to check out DSLR Guide. Awesome stuff. Whew. There we are. We're getting there, guys. Glitch said he just watched that blower video before the show. Great improvement from last year. Yeah, it's amazing quality that he did. Totally cool. The thing looks like the real thing, except mini. And, well, they do blow snow. It's kind of neat. Scotty said, down with the 3-letter acronyms. Yeah, I could... The company, my day job, which I well and truly love, is... The company is obsessed with acronyms, and it drives me right up the wall. If we had a cheat sheet, it would be dozens of pages long. Crazy. And a lot of people just watched that video. Ken said the 7-segment display is being used for internet stats. I thought so. I thought it was like subscriber count or something like that. So it would be kind of neat for that. I'd love to have something like that on my wall, but I think I'd just output it from like one of those would be kind of neat. Very nostalgic. Pretty cool. Scotty said, I might be dumb for doing so, but I upload RAW files. Like, you shoot RAW with your DSLR? Sorry, I missed that. I shoot RAW with my DSLR exclusively, but I could have totally missed the concept of that comment. All right, let's carry on, guys. We're getting down to it. From the shop, I was ill last week. Not too much happened, but I did lay the groundwork for a bunch of projects. I have a list in this handy book. Videos that I need to get out in the next hopefully 30 days, and the list is getting long. I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but I did do the initial footage for this. You saw it on the channel on a mailbag before, the Pico Pocket Projector. I finally got around to doing some footage to do the proper review of this. I simply love this thing. It works incredible. I have nothing bad to say about it whatsoever, other than if there was one thing I had to pick out, it would be I wish it had a full-size HDMI connector instead of the mini on it. That's it. It works great. I've tried to capture some of the highlights in a video. It's really hard to take a video of the projection. I'm finding it nearly impossible, so I'm going to try and do some stills to supplement it. Basically, you just got to see one in person to see how good it really is. But I'll try and see what else I can do for some coverage. Really impressed with it. More work on the Projects Without Borders because the OuterNet satellite work. Some parts arrived for this. This is a low noise amplifier for our Projects Without Borders, the OuterNet internet downlink. This came right from the OuterNet. They sent this to me free to give a try, and we'll see if we can boost our signal to noise ratio a little bit and get even better signal with our portable satellite dish. It's going to be really, really cool. And the LAN DB, I don't know what that's about. Yeah, just go ahead, be ruthless, guys. And Scotty said just he doesn't edit them or add in sprinkles. Yeah, it's all a personal preference. And Glitch is asking, is there some good stuff coming down through OuterNet? Yeah, there was. It's really, it changes every day. I only had mine up for one full cycle and got some pretty cool stuff. I can show it when I do the review video of it, which is also upcoming. But you can check out on their website what they're sending down. They just put out a Excel spreadsheet that lays out all the content that they're planning on putting down, as well as live Twitter messages as well from like UNICEF and other corporations, or whatever you'd call them. Not corporations, but nonprofits. So pretty cool stuff. And anything you or I would deem good info, absolutely. If a person, not necessarily because we have access to Google here, but for what I have in mind for my project, it's all of it is good. Any human knowledge free to the world, that kind of stuff is of great value. So yeah. Timothy asks, what size of dish? It's a 60 centimeter folding dish. You can find the whole video on my channel. It's a portable dish, which actually that's why OuterNet sent me this LNA, because they didn't believe it was even possible that the dish would work. Syed, the CEO, I got talking to him quite a bit, and they had given up hope on them, but I didn't see any reason why it wouldn't work, and I proved that it can. So yeah, works good. Also upcoming, more sneak peek. You remember these, the $10 software-defined radios that I truly, truly love? Well, I have another series of videos coming up on these. I'm already laying the kind of plots, if you will, the concepts of what I want to show. And we're starting with an area that I haven't shown on the channel because I wanted to get better at it first. So what I took was Venture. Basic old laptop. Too slow running Windows 7. It sucked. I hated it. Well, now it'll be hard to see on here, but it is running Linux and has been for some time. And I wanted to make sure that I had a full... I could put in some decent content behind it and not be talking at my rear on it. So I've been using it for a long time now, and Linux allows us to really get the most out of software-defined radio, where the Win applications, yeah, they'll never compare because the true development is being done in Linux and GNU Radio. So I'll do a couple of videos in the upcoming weeks on quick and easy Linux installs, truly painless. One, a virtual machine, which I have running on this PC, which I have been running for 2 years now, and also how to do a painless dual boot Linux setup on a laptop. You can also run in a virtual machine on that too, but it wouldn't that you can. I did it to revitalize an ancient laptop that was useless running Windows, and it is speedy and quite capable of running Linux, running Ubuntu. So definitely some video coming up. And Timothy has 3 of those. I have definitely more than 3 of them. I keep these with me if I'm traveling with my PC. I actually there's videos on my channel, but I use these diabetic injection cases, and I have these little travel cases where I always carry one with me. Wherever my computer goes, I always have one of these with me. It's been truly fun, especially when you're traveling, plotting the aircraft position while you're in it, or listening to the chatter while you're at the airport, or it's kind of handy when you're in the city and all the streets are blocked and you can just tune into local fire and emergency stations. $10, totally cool. But with Linux, we're going to be able to really take it to the next step, guys. I've been playing around. There's GQRX running on that, and I'm just going to show the basics of how for people to take that next step, because a lot of people don't want to get involved with Linux. I believed in it for a lot of years, but it was a long time since I used it last, up until 2 years ago. So I'm finally getting my feet pretty good with it now. And Glitch has a Acer Inspire network netbook beyond useless with the Win 7. Put Ubuntu on there, and yeah, it would be usable. Randy, I am using Ubuntu on mine. Raspbian on the Raspberry Pis, and Ubuntu 14. I forget what flavor. The newest build. That one I just reinstalled complete standalone installation, and I put the newest, so whatever it is, 14.0 something. And cool. Scotty's got to go. Cheers, Scotty. Glad you could make it. We're going to wind things down. What else we got? Tech tip of the week. This one's not from me. I stole it fair and square from Mr. Glitch on Twitter. Sick of Windows 7 bothering you to upgrade to Windows 10? Hell yeah, I was. I was sick of it, but I'll be honest, I just haven't bothered to Google how to fix it. Well, it came right up in my Twitter feed. I quickly validated that this wasn't bunk. I did trust who it came from, though, but you just never know. Delete or rename the GWX folder in Windows System 32, and blam, problem was solved. That is what's in there. I checked the files in the folder as well as Googling it. And yeah, no more annoyances on my Windows 7 machine. I love Windows 7, but it started bugging me every day to upgrade to 10. That drove me up the wall. It's just spam. Thank you to Glitch for the tech tip this week. Hopefully it helps some people. I can't imagine it wouldn't. It's a pretty handy thing. I'm glad that nagging window is gone. Really glad. And Glitch said 1504 is the current bleeding edge. 1404 is the current long term. Yeah, I think I put the 1404. I think I stuck away from the bleeding edge. And David liking the Windows 10. Good stuff. Well, that's good. I'm glad people are having some luck with it. Not me. I am not budging from Windows 7 anytime soon. And if anything, I'm going to move as soon as I figure out there was a few things that kept me from moving over to Linux on all my machines, besides my work machines, which are here beside me. I wanted to make sure the 3D printer was fully supported. That's done. Software-defined radio stuff for satellite tracking and image decoding. It's done, and done way better on Linux. And there was a handful of the Arduino stuff. It's totally done, working great. And now with the new Wine program that's working better than ever, well, you can basically just run anything Windows and Linux anyway. So I'm thinking I'm just going to bite the bullet and switch everything over and be done with Windows altogether. Never go back. We'll see. Except maybe under a virtual machine for certain softwares. We'll see. It's a big plunge. It's like going off the deep end and going somewhere better, I guess. But we'll see. That's my rant on that. All right, guys, that is it for today. I'm going to wind things down. Remember, you guys can go over to the IRC channel. I don't think I'm going to be able to make it in tonight, but I will try. You can find the link on the makeme.org website on the About page, or blog.makeme.org. I'm sure some of the guys will be in there. And I appreciate you guys coming tonight. I hope you have a fantastic holiday season. I hope it's great. I may or may not be able to do the live show next week. If it isn't posted on the channel, then there isn't one. You can go to my main channel page and it shows up right there now. It's going to be a little hectic, but I'm going to try. Good luck with your Christmas season. Hopefully you get some great presents, build something cool. If you have some time off, share your projects out. Would love to see them. Great time with you tonight, guys. Have a great week, and cheers.